So what do we do? Well, we do quite a few things, but it's all brought together and galvanized by the linchpin of facilitation. Facilitation is a wonderful art, and when facilitation is done well, you create learning environments and people learn from each other and learn about themselves through their own engagement and participation in the process. I love facilitation, and facilitation that is in an adult-to-adult space where people are safe. It's amazing what comes out. You almost can't beat this experience when people are in the zone of facilitation. But in our facilitation and in the coaching form of facilitation, they both sort of rely on the same tools such as questions and active listening and people being at ease. But the three areas that we focus on is culture. Culture is what a group of people see, believe, perceive. It's the combined attitudes of a community of people. Culture is what you see when you walk into an organization, the way people walk, the way they sit, the way they talk to each other, the words that come out of their mouth. I'm sure most of us have gone into a place and you've just felt the energy before anybody said a word. And then we've gone into other places and it's like, oh, something's not so cool here. Now, all organizations, all teams have a culture. The big question is, do you have the culture you want? So we work with organizations in defining culture, activating culture, supporting culture, measuring culture. And once again, the key thing in the middle of all of this is facilitating the culture. We then move on to change. We live in a world of incredible change. Change is increasing. And the change that we're experiencing in today's world is not just a different way of doing something, but it's a different way of believing, seeing, perceiving. It's change that impacts physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And most of us, I'm sure, would agree that if change is handled badly, it doesn't matter how good the rest of the change program goes, people will passively or actively resist. And so what we do is we bring the heart back into change. There's some great change managers out there who follow a specific methodology. We like to work with them so that we can get the heart back into people where the change has got heart. And there is conversation going on, disarming resistance, getting people excited about the change, where they change their inner story to one of, yeah, this can work, we need to do this. And then the third focus area for us is around team effectiveness. Now, team effectiveness encompasses many things, but we need to focus on our team effectiveness. Each team's need will be slightly different, and we'll work within the context of that team. But in team effectiveness, we're looking at things such as vulnerable trust. Do people trust each other? Can they be vulnerable with each other? Is there psychological safety? We then look at things such as clarity around the base notes. The base notes are those core messages that an organization should have and that all people should feel, live, and breathe. And then we look at things such as high performance dynamics, those qualities that make for a great team. When people are connected, trust each other, have a sense of urgency, know where they're going, it's incredible what can be achieved. Within the team effectiveness space, we work with a profiling tool, sometimes, not all the time, called Luminous Spark. It's a fantastic tool, and it actually just helps people do the dance with each other. So those are the three key focus areas. Now, sometimes we might be doing keynote speaking where we're talking about change, culture, or team effectiveness. So we also do those sorts of things, and that's what really makes us come alive. That's the focus of Cafe Life.